Hey, what's up? I'm Darkbblue, trying to help everyone enjoy games in depth. In this video, I'll summarize the strategies for all Remembrance bosses in Elden Ring. 2 videos will be devoted to base game bosses and 2 for DLC bosses. My goal is to offer generic and easy to follow strategies. Being generic means these strategies are not restricted to certain builds, certain weapons, or certain new game plus and runs. While maintaining such high demand, I also want these strategies to be easy to follow. I won't tell you to, just memorize the entire moveset of a boss without any further hints. Although in most time being generic does require you to do some memorization, I'll manage to make the process easier. So let's start with Godrick. His most attacks can be evaded by repositioning behind him, making it a rather easy fight. There are 3 moves that are worth noting. The first one, Ground Slam. You need to jump to evade. There are 2 hits in his first phase and 3 hits in his second phase. The second one, a combo starting with single-handed charge attack. This combo is hard to be evaded by repositioning to Godrick's back. Instead, I recommend getting away from them. The third one, Storm Stomp plus Storm Collar. The entire combo is not hard to evade, but the combo starter is so quick that it's a challenge if you want to do no hit run. So my suggestion is to stay in middle distance from Godrick each time you finish counterattacking. This ensures you won't be hit by the starting takes of Storm Collar. Queen Rennala, the first phase is basically puzzle solving. You need to defeat 3 students with a glowing golden effect, after which the boss will become unprotected. Into the second phase, the primary combat style becomes interactive combat. Queen Rennala's major weakness is that she's susceptible to damage level staggers. However, she has a lot of moves that can grant her temporary resistance to damage level staggers. This means you can safely land your initial attack, but it's hard to form a combo. As such, I recommend using slow and stronger strikes such as charge attack for this phase. As supplementary information, there's a certain way to stun lock Queen Rennala, which is actually difficult though. Specifically, if you move behind her after knocking her down, she will go through a short turning around animation between the recovery animation and a retreating animation. During this short turning around animation, she's not protected by any hyper armor and can be knocked down again. Basically, you can use common knockdown skills and insert an incantation called Rejection between every 2 skills. In general though, this strategy is very hard to carry out. Not stable enough as it's vulnerable to any mistakes, so I won't see it as a primary recommendation. Radahn, his weakness is that he has a lot of set moves when reaching certain HP percentage. So as long as you have enough DPS, which is in fact easy to achieve, you can chain these set moves together to form pseudo stun locking. As you enter the battlefield, run backward immediately and dodge an arrow attack. Do this until you cannot see Radahn anymore. Afterward, go forward again. This trick will break Radahn's AI, forcing him to enter melee phase directly. Next, Radahn's initial attack is random. However, once you chop off 1/4 of his HP, he will always use Crack Blade and Star Collar, giving you enough time to deal damage. Once he reaches half HP, he will use the Star Falling attack. Even after this falling attack, there's still one set move, during which he summons 4 Crack Balls. I believe this is well enough for you to defeat him. Ancestral Spirit. Recommended strategy is using the shield and guard counter. If you are playing a caster character, still use the shield but cast a spell instead of guard counter. According to my experience, the stamina damage of Ancestral Spirit in New Game Plus 0 is low enough to be absorbed with a 0 level medium shield. In New Game Plus N, maybe consider upgrading your shield. If you don't have enough strength to use a shield or single-handing your weapon, simply a strength knob tier can help. Omen King uses Shackle to create an initial stagger, and after that he will use a special sword rain attack at certain HP percentage both in phase 1 and his phase 2. Consider the pre-attack window of sword rain as stagger as well, and you can exploit 3 stagger windows in total, just well enough for a clean kill. Astel, recommended interactive tool is Raptor of the Mist. This is because this boss has many charge attacks that are hard to time, which will be made much easier by the long knife ring window of Raptor of the Mist. Besides basic moves, there are 2 attacks I want to discuss specifically. One is grab attack after teleporting. Once it teleports away, look up into the sky and you will be able to spot it trying to grab you early. This allows you to patiently time your dodge rolling. The other is Meteorite. Though looking quite fearsome, it can be in fact easily dodged. Just keep running in parallel and not a single meteorite will hit. The Great Serpent. Basically, I just summon Mimic Deer and use the Serpent counter together with it. This weapon has no stat requirement, so every build can wield it. But don't forget to upgrade it a bit. At last, Lichdragon. The general principle is similar to how we deal with ancient dragons. First, stand in front of the dragon to lure frontal attacks, and then run to the hand legs to deal damage. After the attack window, wait for the dragon to turn around and face you again. Besides the general principle, there are 2 things worth noting. The first is some diving attacks Lichdragon can do. These attacks might be a bit hard to dodge, so you can use Bloodhound Step to make it easier. The second is its Lightning Spear attack, which can trigger lightning waves as the ground is watery. You might need to jump to dodge incoming lightnings. If you want to play games into depth together with me, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you around.